Welcome. Today we're diving deep into the captivating world of lingerie. From the delicate whispers of lace to the bold statements of self-love, lingerie has always been much more than meets the eye. Each era tells a unique story, woven into the fabric of lingerie's history. Get ready to explore the fascinating evolution of lingerie from its origins to its modern-day embrace of individuality and body positivity. Often hidden beneath layers of clothing, lingerie might seem like a secret language. Our journey begins centuries ago, long before the lace and satin we might envision today. We'll travel back to ancient civilizations, where practicality and comfort were paramount. From the elaborate understructures of the Victorian era to the liberation of the flapper era, each period reveals a new chapter in lingerie's story. As we delve deeper, we'll see how lingerie transitioned from a symbol of societal constraint to a celebration of personal freedom. Designers like Coco Chanel responded, ushering in a new era of lingerie that prioritized both style and functionality. Today, the lingerie industry is undergoing a revolution of its own, championing inclusivity, body positivity, and diversity. Join us as we trace the fascinating evolution of lingerie, a story about embracing our bodies and feeling confident from the inside out. Our journey begins not with lace and satin, but with the humble practicality of linen. In ancient civilizations, undergarments served a more utilitarian purpose. These garments, often simple in design, provided a base layer for their clothing, offering both modesty and comfort. They offered support, absorbed perspiration, and helped to protect the outer garments. As we move forward, we'll see how these early forms of lingerie evolved, reflecting changing societal norms and perceptions of beauty. As we transition from the ancient world to the Renaissance period, we encounter the corset. Emerging in 16th century Europe, the corset quickly became an indispensable part of a woman's wardrobe. These garments, while often associated with restriction today, were seen as a symbol of elegance and refinement. Despite its drawbacks, the corset remained a staple of women's fashion for centuries, evolving in design but always striving for that coveted hourglass shape. The corset, far from being just a restrictive undergarment, became imbued with layers of symbolism and social significance. Beyond its status symbol, the corset also played a role in shaping perceptions of femininity and morality. From the restrictive garments of the Victorian era to the more liberated silhouettes of the early 20th century, the corset's journey mirrors the ongoing struggle for women's empowerment and self-expression. While the corset reigned supreme, other undergarments played a crucial role in providing support and structure. Chemises and drawers emerged, offering coverage and modesty beneath voluminous skirts. These early forms of underwear were essential elements in a woman's daily attire, ensuring comfort and hygiene while contributing to the overall silhouette. The winds of change, a new century, a new silhouette. As the 20th century dawned, a seismic shift was underway, shaking the very foundations of fashion and women's roles in society. The desire for comfort, practicality, and freedom of movement fueled a lingerie revolution. This shift in attitude was mirrored in the broader cultural landscape, as women challenged traditional gender roles and demanded equality. No figure embodies the spirit of this lingerie liberation quite like Coco Chanel. Chanel revolutionized fashion by prioritizing comfort, simplicity, and elegance. Her designs, inspired by menswear, liberated women from the constraints of the corset. Chanel's influence on lingerie was profound, introducing soft, flowing fabrics like silk and jersey. Her legacy marked a turning point, shifting the focus from shaping the body to enhancing its natural beauty. With the decline of the corset, a new era of lingerie emerged, prioritizing comfort and functionality. Bralettes and slips became popular, offering a comfortable alternative to restrictive undergarments. Lingerie designers experimented with delicate fabrics like silk, satin, and lace. The emergence of rayon revolutionized lingerie production, making it more affordable and accessible. As women embraced a more active lifestyle, lingerie design adapted to their evolving needs. Garter belts became a symbol of both practicality and seduction. New, more flexible fabrics allowed for greater freedom of movement. Lingerie became a way to enhance and celebrate the natural beauty and strength of the female form. The liberation of women's wardrobes in the early 20th century represented a profound shift in societal attitudes. Lingerie became a powerful tool for empowerment, allowing women to embrace their bodies and celebrate their femininity. This revolution paved the way for the incredible diversity and inclusivity we see in the lingerie industry today. It's a testament to the enduring power of fashion to reflect and shape our evolving understanding of beauty and femininity. As the world plunged into World War II, the pinup girl emerged, capturing the hearts of soldiers. Lingerie took center stage, transforming into a potent symbol of femininity and glamour. These images represented a connection to a world beyond the trenches, a world of peace and love. The rise of the pinup girl coincided with a shift in societal attitudes towards women and their sexuality. This newfound independence translated into a more confident and expressive approach to fashion. The pinup era gave rise to a distinctive lingerie aesthetic, characterized by playful femininity and glamour. Satin and silk became popular choices for lingerie, evoking a sense of opulence and sensuality. The iconic bullet bra accentuated the female form in a bold and unapologetic way. Garter belts and stockings became alluring accessories, adding a touch of playful seduction. This shift in aesthetic mirrored the changing roles of women in society, embracing their femininity while stepping into positions of strength and independence. The pinup influence. What began as a niche phenomenon quickly infiltrated mainstream fashion and popular culture. Hollywood embraced the pinup aesthetic, with actresses like Betty Grable, Rita Hayworth, and Marilyn Monroe. Their wardrobes influenced fashion trends for women of all ages. The influence extended beyond clothing, impacting makeup, hairstyles, and home decor. The pinup girl added glamour to everyday life, offering an escape from wartime anxieties. This appreciation for lingerie's aesthetic and empowering potential continues to influence fashion. Section 4. Beyond Seduction, Empowerment and the Evolving Image of Women. While the pinup aesthetic often centered around themes of seduction and allure, it's essential to recognize the underlying message of empowerment that resonated with women during this era. The pinup girl, though often depicted in suggestive poses, was never presented as passive or submissive. She exuded confidence, independence, and a playful ownership of her sexuality. This message of empowerment resonated deeply with women who had challenged traditional gender roles during the war, stepping into the workforce and proving their capabilities in countless ways. The pinup image, in its own way, celebrated their newfound strength and independence, offering a vision of womanhood that embraced both femininity and self-assuredness. The pinup era, despite its focus on idealized beauty standards, played a role in expanding the definition of feminine beauty. These images celebrated curves, showcased diverse body types, and promoted a more inclusive vision of attractiveness than the often unattainable standards presented in high fashion. The pinup girl, with her playful spirit and unapologetic embrace of her femininity, paved the way for future generations to challenge beauty norms and embrace a more diverse and inclusive representation of women in media and popular culture. A social awakening lingerie in the era of liberation. The 1960s and 70s ushered in an era of unprecedented social change, a time when traditional norms were challenged and the pursuit of personal freedom extended to every aspect of life, including what women chose to wear beneath their clothing. The sexual revolution, a movement advocating for greater sexual freedom and challenging traditional notions of sexuality, had a profound impact on the lingerie industry, shifting the focus from societal expectations to individual expression. Lingerie, once primarily associated with modesty or seduction, became a canvas for self-expression, a way for women to celebrate their bodies and embrace their sensuality on their own terms. The invention of the birth control pill gave women greater control over their reproductive health, further fueling this sense of liberation and autonomy. The women's liberation movement encouraged women to embrace their bodies, challenge traditional beauty standards, and define their own sense of femininity. Breaking barriers, embracing freedom, lingerie as self-expression. The lingerie designs of this era reflected this newfound sense of freedom and individuality. Gone were the restrictive girdles and bullet bras of the past, replaced by softer fabrics, more natural shapes, and a wider range of styles to suit every taste. Bralettes, bikinis, and teddies, often adorned with bold colors, psychedelic prints, and playful details, allowed women to express their unique personalities and embrace their sensuality with confidence. This shift in lingerie design coincided with a growing awareness of women's rights and a rejection of the male gaze as the sole arbiter of female beauty. Women were no longer content to dress solely for the pleasure of men. They demanded lingerie that made them feel confident, comfortable, and empowered in their own skin. The lingerie industry responded by offering a greater diversity of styles, catering to a wider range of body types, and embracing a more inclusive definition of beauty. From boudoir to billboard, the rise of lingerie marketing. As lingerie became more intertwined with ideas of self-expression and empowerment, the way it was marketed also underwent a significant transformation. Lingerie advertisements, once relegated to the back pages of women's magazines, began to appear on billboards, in television commercials, and even in mainstream fashion publications. This increased visibility reflected a growing societal acceptance of lingerie as a legitimate part of a woman's wardrobe, no longer confined to the privacy of the bedroom. This new era of lingerie marketing, while sometimes criticized for objectifying women's bodies, also played a role in normalizing lingerie and challenging the taboo surrounding women's underwear. Seeing lingerie advertised openly, often modeled by confident and successful women, helped to destigmatize these garments and encourage women to embrace lingerie as a form of self-expression rather than something to be hidden away. Section 4. Victoria's Secret and Beyond. Shaping the modern lingerie landscape. The 1980s witnessed the rise of lingerie megabrands like Victoria's Secret, which would go on to shape the modern lingerie landscape. Victoria's Secret, with its iconic fashion shows, glamorous marketing campaigns, and wide range of lingerie styles, brought lingerie into the mainstream, making it more accessible and aspirational to women of all backgrounds. While initially catering to a specific body type and aesthetic, Victoria's Secret's success paved the way for greater diversity and competition within the lingerie industry. As the 20th century drew to a close, the lingerie industry found itself at a crossroads, grappling with the legacy of its past while navigating the evolving demands of a new generation of women. The sexual revolution, the women's liberation movement, and the rise of mass marketing had all left their mark on the industry, shaping the way lingerie was designed, marketed, and perceived by society. The stage was set for a new era of lingerie, one that would continue to challenge norms, embrace diversity, and empower women to express their individuality through their undergarments. Section 1. A new era of inclusivity, redefining beauty standards in lingerie. The 21st century ushered in a new era for lingerie, one defined by a powerful shift towards inclusivity, body positivity, and a celebration of diversity in all its forms. The narrow beauty standards that once dominated the industry, often excluding women of color, plus-size women, and those with different body types, began to crumble as a new generation of designers, models, and consumers demanded change. This movement towards inclusivity wasn't just about showcasing different bodies, it was about challenging the very notion of what was considered beautiful and reclaiming lingerie as a tool for empowerment for all women, regardless of their shape, size, or skin color. Social media played a crucial role in amplifying these voices, providing a platform for women to share their stories, challenge unrealistic beauty standards, and demand lingerie that reflected their diverse experiences and identities. Section 2. Body positivity takes center stage, embracing every shape and size. The body positivity movement, which gained momentum in the early 2010s, had a profound impact on the lingerie industry, challenging brands to move beyond token representation and embrace true inclusivity. No longer content with seeing a single plus-size model or a woman of color in a sea of sameness, consumers demanded to see themselves reflected in the lingerie they purchased and the marketing campaigns they encountered. This shift towards body positivity wasn't just about showcasing a wider range of sizes, it was about changing the conversation around women's bodies and promoting self-love and acceptance. Lingerie brands began to embrace unretouched photos, feature models with diverse abilities, and celebrate the beauty of all bodies, regardless of perceived imperfections. This shift resonated deeply with consumers, who responded by supporting brands that aligned with their values and reflected their own experiences. From runway to reality, diversity has become the new norm. The push for inclusivity extended beyond advertising campaigns, influencing the very designs and styles offered by lingerie brands. Designers began to prioritize comfort and functionality for all bodies, creating lingerie that catered to a wider range of shapes, sizes, and needs. Plus-size lingerie, once relegated to a small and often uninspired corner of the market, blossomed into a vibrant and stylish category. Brands started offering everything from delicate lace bralettes to supportive sports bras designed specifically for larger busts. This new wave of inclusive lingerie didn't shy away from bold colors, intricate details, or daring designs. It embraced the idea that lingerie could be both beautiful and functional, empowering women of all shapes and sizes to express their personal style and embrace their sensuality with confidence. This shift towards diversity on the runway and in product offerings signaled a turning point in the industry, demonstrating that lingerie could be a powerful tool for celebrating individuality and challenging outdated beauty norms. Section 4. Lingerie for every body, comfort, confidence, and self-love. Today, the lingerie industry stands as a testament to the power of representation and the importance of embracing diversity in all its forms. While there's still work to be done, the progress made in recent years is undeniable. Women are no longer willing to settle for lingerie that doesn't make them feel confident, comfortable, and beautiful in their own skin. This modern lingerie revolution is about more than just lace and silk. It's about self-love, acceptance, and embracing the beauty of individuality. It's about recognizing that all bodies are worthy of celebration, and that lingerie can be a powerful tool for expressing our unique personalities, embracing our sensuality, and feeling empowered from the inside out. Lingerie as a reflection of women's journey. Lingerie reflects women's evolving place in society. From restrictive Victorian corsets to the liberating silhouettes of the 1920s, lingerie intertwines with social and cultural currents. Wartime glamour of the pin-up era, sexual liberation of the 1960s and 70s, delicate lace bralettes, bold and colorful teddies, tell a story of changing attitudes towards women's bodies and their right to express individuality. Section 2. Beyond the seams, the enduring power of self-expression. Styles have changed dramatically, but the desire to express oneself through lingerie remains constant. Whether it's the allure of a silk slip dress, the confidence of a brightly colored bralette, or the sensuality of a lace teddy, lingerie empowers us to embrace our identities and celebrate our bodies. Embracing confidence and owning your story. Confidence is the most alluring garment you can wear. Feel comfortable and confident in your own skin. Embrace your body and own your story. Choose lingerie that makes you feel good. Lingerie is a source of empowerment and self-expression. True beauty comes from self-love and confidence. Embrace the confidence within and celebrate your power.